Hey guys, I am back with another review, and this is going to be for Revenant Print by T.A. Hernandez. And I actually read something and reviewed it on time for an ARC, so that's notable for me. I don't usually take ARCs, and I almost never read book twos because I just don't have a whole lot of time. A lot of my books and a lot of my reading are obligatory, well, sort of like SBFBO, SPFFC, and like review requests, and they definitely trend heavily into book ones. So I just don't have a whole lot of time for book twos. But right now we're in between, at least for me, because I'm done, in between SBFBOs, SBFBO 8 and 9. So I have time to read a book too, which is exciting. So I enjoyed myself a lot. So if you enjoyed Tethered Spirits, I think you're going to enjoy this. The other reason why I struggle with book two reviews is because I don't know what to say. So in book ones, I tell you all about the world, the characters, the magic system, whether, I'm trying to give you an idea of whether these are the aspects you're going to enjoy or not. If you've already read and enjoyed book one, I don't know what you want to know about book two. So I'll just give you like my overall reaction to it. So in book one, I didn't like Alita. I don't know how she was meant to be portrayed exactly. Like sometimes you're supposed to like a character and sometimes you're not supposed to. She was kind of written in like this middling sort of way where you could make an argument either way almost. At least at the beginning. Towards the end, she definitely trended towards the villainous. And so this book is this it's kind of like a redemption arc for her almost, and learning to trust people again and like finding a family again with these people who she was originally trying to kill. And so I don't hate her. I did warm up to her. I didn't completely and totally do it though. Like I didn't completely get behind her. And the reason is she only partially kind of atoned, I guess, not atoned, reflected back on and then thought better of, a lot of her behavior. So she reflected on her brother and the way she like abandoned him, even if she had like the best of intentions. She realizes now that's not what she was supposed to be doing. It was a lost cause and she wasted the time that she had. She realizes that she's coming to terms with it, sort of. But like she doesn't address all the people, at least I don't recall it's ever addressed, like all the people she kicked the shit out of in book one. Like to try and kill these people, she was just on a rampage, just kicking the door in of like various people along the way, and she didn't reflect on any of that. I don't think. I am mostly sure about that. I was TTSing, and I have a toddler who's in the background you might hear, and so there may have been a line or two, but it was not something that she took a lot of time on. There was a line where she made some remark about violence, and someone in the group checked her like, are you serious? Like, you tried to kill us. And then she was like, oh yeah. So she reflected on that, like her past behavior towards these people. And it's interesting watching her learn how to trust people, and become a better person. So like the Alita story, I was halfway there. I didn't totally not buy it, but I didn't totally buy it either. So who else? Okay, so Amar is stuck with the dragon bitch. So ITTS, like I said, so all I have is like the GPS pronunciations for these because I didn't even read it. I'm just listening to the way a text to speech will tell it to me. So Valkyra, I think, is the dragon's name. And so he's stuck with her, and she's trying to convince him of a totally false identity. Like that he's this long lost prince, and he feels like it's kind of right because, like, he feels like deep down he feels like a prince, so the title fits right. But something never quite settles with him, and obviously it's not supposed to. He's not this long prince from 17 years ago. He is way older than that. So watching him try to navigate this false family was interesting, and sad because the people who think that this dead grandson is back, obviously everyone knows, the reader knows, that they're going to find out eventually one way or another that no, he's actually dead and this is a false relationship that you're building, because it's they're good people, like they're presented as good people. So it's definitely not an easy thing for him to navigate. because he doesn't totally believe his story either, because he died, and then, you know, she's feeding him this false narrative. So he doesn't totally buy it. They're not totally buying it, but everyone kind of needs it to be true. So that was interesting. You're in the cat's room. Let's not go in the cat's room, baby doll. Um, so you get to learn a little bit more about the magic system, a little more about the world building through politics and magic exploration. Hey, Mommy. Yes, baby. So Kisari's storyline still follows, I forget the term for it, but like her offering to her tribe. So that goes awry. You know, the thing she offered is very dangerous. And so, yes, baby. The cat's on the blanket, and that's okay. So I'm gonna have to cut this one short. So Kess's storyline is interesting. And so, it has a lot to do with, again, family is a big, hey, baby. Anyway, so I gave the first book a 7.5. I'm giving this one a 7.75. The why not the 8s? So the ending was a little open for me. Even if it's part of a series, I prefer something a little more wrapped up, a little more together. And again, I didn't totally buy Alita's character arc, so I still very much enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself more than the first. So if you enjoyed the first one, yes, baby. On the ground. The cat's on the ground. That's fascinating. So if you enjoyed the first one, I think you'll enjoy the second one even more. So I would pick this up. Thank you so much for watching, and I apologize for all the interruptions. Have a great day.